Thank you so much for having me.
We're getting rated.
Follow me on Twitter.
Hey, freelancer. Woo!
All right, so we coming in with the hottest takes for Jay and Ralphie here in winner semis.
Jay, just beating Locust in the last game, as it were.
Yeah, so this man actually had to make quite the game. 2-1 victory over Locust coming in here, but see if he can do it against Ralphie. Take another PR win for him tonight.
Nice. And the thing about this matchup, as opposed to both Ryu and Bear, I feel like Rosa does have a bit of better time catching the landings of both of those characters. When it comes to Cloud, has a whole lot of meaty hitboxes like the up air and the down air to make it very difficult for Rosa to catch his landings with her just as meaty up air.
Though it is worth saying that Ralphie has a ton of experience against this character, not only against Jay, but also against the likes of Utopian Ray, Movado. I'm sure there's plenty of other Rosas in New York that he's faced off against.
The name goes on, and right there we're going to be seeing that match experience come into hand for Ralphie, with that immediate fair into stage by Jay being caught with the cross slash.
So only 55% built up onto Ralphie thus far. Things so far looking kind of nice. The Smashville pick not really looking so neutral, as Ralphie's done a phenomenal job of being able to control all of this space.
Now, I mentioned earlier that Cloud does have a bit of an easier time landing on Rosa, but Rosa has a lot of struggle versus him. And now that Jay is in the disadvantaged state, may be difficult for him to get back.
Jay almost had a phenomenal offstage play right there, but Ralphie came through with the Cloud privilege real quick.
Right. Drop shield goes for that detail, and now Jay almost lapped in percent by Ralphie. A dash attack, a little bit of mediocre DI, almost dies from that all the way up the side of the stage. That's a down air, covers the neutral get up, and that is a phenomenal setup by Ralphie. Down air to the up B, all the way to the top of the screen.
An unusually aggressive option from Ralphie. Normally he'll wait for the landing, try to play things out in neutral, save the limit for a cross slash or a blade beam. This time, climb hazard, just chase him to the depths.
Right, I know New York Cloud Dark Blues is actually a big proponent of setups like that, with the up B being up air and down air into up B, and it ended up being great for Ralphie right there, allowing him to get a 2-stock victory, only 88% on him.
Game 2 bringing us into Town and City right off the bat.
Right, New York's favorite stage, as it were, and I think a great stage for Rosa nonetheless. Gives her the element of FG that allows to trap Cloud's endings a little bit easier than she would on stages like Smashville, where he has that platform to mix up, while also giving her those nice blast zones for her to take stocks as early as possible off the top.
On that note, Cloud also manages to make good use of this stage in his own right. Lots of platforms, small blast zones, everything that can heavily facilitate Cloud's stage control if he manages to get it in the first place. And we've seen that Ralphie's had no trouble of getting that stage control and asserting his dominance over it.
Quick dash attack, catches Ralphie on the landing. Now forced to burn that limit. I do like that high limit usage by Ralphie, as not only does it allow him to get back to stage with the control, it does kill Luma as well.
Gonna be sitting idly by, charging that limit, goes for the down tilt.
Waits for the air dodge. Oh, almost catches it with the up smash. Ralphie just not in time, and is spacing a little bit off that time around.
Doesn't get the young putt-putt just yet, but the percentages setting themselves fairly evenly, even with Luma just now coming back.
Oh, and that double up air by Jay, catching the second air dodge of Ralphie, and he is going to lose that stock at a fairly early percent. That is those blast zones of TNC coming in to help Jay in that scenario.
Up smash, double up smash from Jay, triple up smash. Just been trying to get the conveyor belt of pain going on, but Ralphie staying alive, managing a back air out onto Jay, so he's going to survive at 41% with his limit ready and waiting.
Right, and now that is a big second stock there for Ralphie, just because if he was getting all that percent with those up smashes, Ralphie gets in a huge deficit. To the point where only one up air, one down air almost taking the stock right there.
That was some suspect DI, but honestly, who would expect the down air in that kind of situation?
Right, down air, Rosa's, rather Luma's I should say, base knockback on that move. Phenomenal, and takes stocks at super duper early percents with a little bit of misty eye. Right now, Jay looking very good. Ledge trapping Ralphie. Ooh, dash grab instead of the in-place grab right there. Unfortunate for Jay. Uses that invincible off smash to catch Ralphie on the landing once more.
Down throw just to set up for this juggle situation, however, being wary of Luma. Not able to catch him out just yet. Jay returns himself back to the stage, still trying to ghost around Ralphie, but these aerials are keeping Jay locked in the air. He does not have a safe landing, and a dead Luma now.
With the dead Luma, Jay all the way off the stage, and with Rosa being as light as she is, certainly in death percent right here, and Ralphie looking for Jay to press a button so he can immediately cross-slash it.
Arrow spot of back air is going to give Ralphie full stage control. Jay coming in from down deep, however, a down tilt going to be popping into the air once more. Percentage is sitting high right now. Ralphie does not have to use his limit to get back to stage, but he's going to go right into a grab.
Right, and as Ralphie gets back to stage, we're going to have to see a mix-up from him. As I was saying it, the limit Blade Beam comes in huge for Ralphie as Jay gets a little bit aggressive at the ledge, and he